My wife slept with my stepfather thinking she'd inherit his mansion, but she had no idea I already owned it. I'm 38 and just got divorced from my wife of 7 years. The reason? She was sleeping with my stepdad, Andrew. Yeah, you read that right. My mom raised me as a single parent and gave me everything despite having very little. 10 years ago, she married Andrew when he was in his early 50s. I never understood what she saw in him, but I kept my mouth shut because she seemed happy. My mom died 2 years ago and left her massive estate to me in her will. But here's the thing. I never told my wife Celia about the inheritance. Let me back up. Years before mom died, Celia became obsessed with my mom's mansion. It was this huge property my mom inherited from her uncle, way beyond what I could ever afford. Celia kept pushing me to move into it and have my mom move to our small apartment instead. You're her only son, so that house will be yours anyway. Why wait, she'd say constantly. We fought about it for months. She called me a mama's boy whenever I defended my mom's right to live in her own damn house. The fights got so bad that I finally lied just to shut her up. I told her mom had written her will, leaving everything to Andrew. That ended the mansion talk immediately. Celia went cold on the subject and stopped mentioning it. I thought the lie had worked perfectly. After mom died, I let Andrew continue living in the house. I didn't transfer the deed to my name because the paperwork was expensive and, honestly, he was grieving. He was family, technically. Why make him feel like he was living in my property? So I just left it. Best decision I ever made, because if I'd transferred it, Celia would have been entitled to half in the divorce. Things between me and Celia got weird after mom's funeral. She started working crazy hours at her nail salon, always busy on weekends. We barely spent time together. When I complained, she said I was being needy now that my mom was gone. Then one afternoon last month, I left work early to meet a friend. I was driving through this area far from our house when I saw them, Celia and Andrew, sitting at a roadside cafe, his arm wrapped around her shoulders, her hand resting on his knee. They were leaning close, talking in a way that made my stomach turn. This wasn't a friendly lunch, this was intimate. I sat in my car, frozen, watching them. When I got home that night, I confronted her directly. She went pale, started stammering about how she bumped into him, and he was so lonely and grieving that she stayed to comfort him, said he was holding her hands because he missed my mom. But I'd seen him with his arm around her. I'd seen the way they looked at each other. That wasn't grief. I didn't buy it, but I didn't have proof yet, so I planted a GPS tracker in her car and told her I was going out of town for work. The next day, I tracked her driving straight to Andrew's house in the afternoon. I called my friend Keith and asked him to go check. The door code was still the same from when mom was alive. Keith went in with his phone camera recording, found them in the bedroom, together, no clothes. He said sorry and bolted, but I had all the confirmation I needed. I stayed at Keith's place and filed for divorce immediately. My lawyer sent the papers within 10 days. Celia refused to sign. She demanded a meeting. My lawyer said an out-of-court settlement would save time and money, so I agreed to talk to her once. When we met, she tried to hug me. I pushed her away. Then she admitted everything. Said yes, Keith saw them together, but it was just cuddling to comfort him. Right, naked cuddling. But what she said next actually blew my mind. I did this to protect our future, she said seriously. Your mom left everything to Andrew. If he marries someone else, that woman gets your family's wealth, so I made sure he'd stay close to us. Once he trusts me enough, I'll convince him to gift me the mansion. Then it'll be ours. I stared at her in disbelief. She actually thought she was being smart. So, you slept with my stepfather to steal my dead mother's house? To secure our future, she corrected. That mansion is worth $10 million. If you drop this divorce, we'll own it soon. I'm this close to getting him to propose. I laughed in her face and walked out. She kept pushing during the divorce proceedings, kept saying I was losing millions by leaving her. Andrew even showed up at court to support her, helping with her legal fees. I signed those papers so fast. See, Celia assumed I had nothing except our joint savings account, which we split 50-50. She thought she was the smart one, playing the long game for that mansion. The divorce finalized last week. Yesterday, I finally transferred the deed from my mom's name to mine, called my lawyer, and had him send Celia and Andrew a courtesy notice about the property ownership transfer. My phone has been silent ever since. I'm waiting for the moment she realizes she destroyed her marriage, humiliated herself, and wasted months sleeping with a man twice her age for a house that was never his to give. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting people dig their own